providing more customer service offices than any other Louisiana utility company, staffed with customer representatives who work and live in Louisiana, and offering 24/7 emergency response. That's what keeps CLECO energized.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday here, 75 degrees, dew point 73, and the clouds are thick. We have some rain in the area. We'll talk about that in just a second. I had 0.43 inches yesterday, and it looks like daily rain chances are here to stay. And let me tell you, I'm looking back at the numbers here. I was like, this is around the time last year when things went off the rails. And yeah, it was 99 degrees on July 18th last year. Then we did not go below 96 for a high through the rest of the month. Average high was 101 with only a trace of rain. Oh my, how the tables have turned just a year later. It's totally the opposite here. Lots of rain, and it's going to be a lot cooler as well. So one more camera shot here. There's Natchitoches. Looks like a little sun popping out there. You can see a wet campus, though, this morning as rain showers did move through last night. So it is going to be a lot of rainfall, not a lot of sunshine here. Oh, it looks like we have a warning down there near Lake Charles. We'll get in closer to that in just a second. Rain is kind of fading out here across central Louisiana, at least here in Alexandria, down to the southwest. We still have some storms going on. I do think today, I actually took rain chances from 90 to 80%. It's the little things. But I did that because we've had all this rain to start off here. It may tamp down that instability a bit for our northern parishes. So we'll just have to see. But looking closer at this storm right here, it looks like that storm is just over, that warning's just over Calcasieu Parish. So around Lake Charles, if you had to travel there, not good timing. And you can see that outflow pushing southward, new storms developing along that and ahead of that. So it's going to be a mess. We're going to see storms kind of popping, colliding. Sometimes the only thing that's going to make it stop rain is that we get so many showers and storms to develop that kind of allows the atmosphere to settle down a little bit, and then we wait and we get another recharge every 6 to 12 hours here. So we could see rain during the day, during the night. I'm flying out bright and early. I'm kind of worried about delays because there could be storms tomorrow morning, and I'll show you all this in just a bit here. But temperatures, because of all this, stay in the mid to upper 80s. I don't think we see 90 today. This is the NDFD stuff. This is the National Weather Service grids. And well, thanks, guys. We got stars sending on a Thursday. How about that? And I'm not even doing anything crazy important today. Well, I appreciate you. We have temperatures then coming down to the low to mid 70s tonight, probably around 72, 73. It's not going to be cool and refreshing. It is going to be one of those deals where we get a lot of humidity, a lot of rainfall, and temperatures that probably, it's quite possible that for the next week at the very least, we do not get above 90 degrees, which would be stunning. I mean, last year we were above 100 for pretty much the rest of the month, and then all of August, except for like 3 or 4 days. So, a GFS model showing it again a totally different look than what we got used to last year, which was nothing. I was so glad that I wasn't doing this full time back then because it would have been so hard to make the weather interesting. It would have been like basically you were just watching where the wildfires popped up. Well, it looks like that's not going to be the case this year because we do have lots of rain. This is just kind of an overview GFS model showing that we have those showers and storms that are just going to pop day and night. There's not a time that you're going to be safe totally from the rainfall here. Fortunately, with this kind of setup, it's not like we see a bunch of severe weather, but I do think by the middle of next week, when we get that next kind of potent wave to come through, I think we'll see some more showers and storms that could create flooding issues because we're just going to be building and building on this rainfall. So for today, now it looks like we're going to see some scattered storms, especially down along I-10. That's where we have that warning right now in Lake Charles. That's all going to push toward the east. So if you have plans to travel from Lake Charles to New Orleans, somewhere down in that area for today, that's where I think the heavier stuff happens. But notice there's that rotation, that little bit of kind of a atmospheric twist overhead, and that's what's going to generate storms through the day and through the night as well. So I think tonight we're going to see some storms that are going to pop up. You can see that here through midnight. We have new development there. So the theme here is lots of rainfall. There is a slight risk for flash flooding, excessive rainfall. We don't have a flash flood watch in effect today because we have been pretty dry. I think we're going to see that activating probably around early next week. We'll start to get some flood watches. And warnings. They're going to go with that as well. But we're going to see where the heaviest stuff kind of materializes first, and then we're going to go and probably see much more stack up on that. But like I said, no real severe threat here. It can't be ruled out. Obviously, we have a warning now in Calcasieu Parish. So the main threat's going to be some brief gusty winds that show up and perhaps cause some issue. But the main story is the rainfall. And remember, we had a lot of trees die last year in the drought. So if we get this shower and thunderstorm activity to create these winds, that could push some trees over that might not necessarily typically fall. So that's something we're going to be watching through the summer, and especially if we get another tropical system in the area. But 2 to 5 inches of rain through Wednesday. It keeps raining after that. It's going to end eventually. I'm just not sure when. Mom, thank you. Oh my gosh, everybody's sending me stars. I guess this is you're giving me a little vacation coin here. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. You gotta love Mom. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Oh yeah, I've been doing that. I actually got up early today because I'm gonna have to fly out so early tomorrow. And then we got Lily. She's donating blood right now. Everybody high five Lily. So lots of rain in the forecast there. Tropical interest areas, only the one out here in the Pacific and nothing close to home. So while we have a big tropical moisture connection, the high pressure out here over the Atlantic Ocean. Wait, I don't have my arrow. I want my arrow. All right. There we go. Big high pressure out here. That's going to be funneling moisture into the Gulf. Nothing that is going to develop. And then we have that system here, that front that's draped overhead. So as that moisture rides in and we get that to ride up over that front, that's where we get that very heavy rainfall. So we are going to see tons of rain over the next several days. I was talking to Tom. I know we haven't even been doing this a year yet, but I don't know if we've ever had a 7-day where we had no sun in the forecast. I mean, there will be peaks of sun. We saw that on the Natchitoches camera. You can look forward to Saturday with only a 60% coverage, and I think it could be a little lower up toward I-20. But rain chances generally in that 70 to 80% range. I think probably next Tuesday, Wednesday, we could see some 100% coverage out of this. So, yeah, it's going to storm. Fortunately, not a lot of severe stuff. I will FaceTime you, Lily, just in a bit here. And I want to see how dazed and confused you are after they do their stuff there. Let's see. Here we go. Still got the blue. This is 8 to 14 day outlook. The 6 to 10 day is even more dramatic with that because we will be below normal on our temperatures, which should be in the mid 90s. We're in the mid to upper 80s. So a significant cool spell here, and it's all due to the clouds and the rainfall. This isn't that fun, cool stuff where it's low humidity and you're sitting on the back porch enjoying it, but it's not bad. It's certainly better than the alternative that we had last year. All right, I'm going to finish my coffee and get on out of here. Tomorrow, you will not see me. I'm going to try to come back Saturday. That is Wi-Fi dependent. So if I can get a signal up there at the cabin in the middle of nowhere, Colorado, I'll be here. If not, well, I'll be back Tuesday, and we'll talk then. But I kind of want to show you the views out there and all that stuff, and show you maybe a bank sign that says it's 52 degrees in the morning. That's what I really want. All right, I will see you guys back here at some point. Not sure exactly when. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you.